Dasha Pichlikova, the Czech tourist so brutally murdered near Waimate over the weekend, came here for a holiday in paradise. So too did the family of the five-year-old, so brutally attacked in their caravan near Turangi. In January, so too did Karen Aim, the Scottish backpacker murdered in Taupo in 2009. So too did Birgitte Brouwer, the German backpacker murdered while hitchhiking near New Plymouth in 2005. So too did Jae Hyun Kim, the Korean student murdered on the West Coast in 2003. It is such a terrible list. So, do the young backpackers travelling New Zealand in the week after the Waimate attack think they're taking a risk, particularly if they're hitchhiking? Rachel Tiffin went to find out.
Meet 32-year-old Bex Salt, a devout hitchhiker of 15 years. We find her pounding the pavement in Picton. Good luck badass bunny in tow, about to hitch home to Motueka. To Bex, thumbing a ride is just a cheap, fun way to get from A to B. Nothing to be afraid of.
Heaps of people have a lot of fear, and I think when you put yourself out there like that, you've got to drop your fear, otherwise you attract fear. That's kind of my philosophy.
But as a teenager, she was more wary, particularly on her first long trip from Orewa to Wellington.
I had a knife strapped to my leg, a car alarm, and I was quite prepared to do some damage if I needed to. Now I don't.
A free spirit.
Free spirit.
Since then, hitching has become part of Beck's life, a big part. When she lived in Dunedin, Bex would regularly hitch all the way up to the Bay of Islands.
Oh man, hundreds of hours, because I hitched in Aussie as well.
And while the murder of Czech tourist Dasha Pichlikova in Waimate horrifies her, it doesn't put her off.
That guy's just given hitchhiking a bad name as well, you know, like all those good people, good-hearted people that have picked me up.
You don't think maybe you've just been extremely lucky?
No, I mean, I could cross the road now and get hit by that truck coming.
Have you ever thought about what you would do if something did happen?
I'll probably smash him or give it a good go.
Beck lives by trusting her gut and reading vibes.
You have to learn how to size people up really quick. There's only one time that I refused a ride, and I know that that ride would have gone really badly.
That's right, one refusal in 15 years, back when she was a teenager in Whangaparoa and had missed the last bus.
Yeah, totally bad vibe, and I always try and ask first where they're going, and he was being all willy-nilly about where he was going, yucky vibe, and I physically, something was telling me I just could not get in the car. And so I looked in the back seat and there was a porno mag open, and that's when I just slammed the door and went.
But on New Zealand roads it doesn't always end with a slammed door and doesn't always end well. 4 hitchhikers have been killed in the last decade. Jennifer Hargraves on her way from Papakura to Invercargill in 2001. Lisa Blakey while hitching from the West Coast to Christchurch in 2002. Jae Hyun Kim throttled and decapitated by white supremacists in 2003, and German tourist Birgitte Brouwer in 2005, like Dasha, killed by a convicted kidnapper on her way to New Plymouth from Wanganui.
Tourism New Zealand said today that crimes of such a serious nature are rare in New Zealand, and that it's impossible to say just how much the Waimate tragedy will tarnish our image as a tourism destination.
Bex reckons it's easier and safer for locals than foreigners.
You just got to be onto it, you know. And there's girls that English is their second language, they're not local, they probably don't really know the countryside that well, and maybe they're just not savvy.
She never waits more than 10 minutes for a ride. Today it was more like 3 before Bill McEwen pulled over, a hitchhiking veteran paying it back, offering a ride to Blenheim.
Aware of that, but I was just filled with horror about the Waimate thing.
Yeah.
The pair quickly find they share the same attitude to hitching.
I think there can be a real beat up about safety issues.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Which can make us
live in fear.
Have a fear attitude.
But Bill doesn't think women should hitch alone.
Hey, go well, be careful.
And on the outskirts of Blenheim, again within minutes of sticking her thumb out, another friendly driver picks her up.